Teachers are some of the most important people in our lives, teaching and helping to raise the next generation of citizens. But according to a new report, Kentucky teachers are making less than the national average. The average teacher salary in Kentucky is about $56,300, which is less than the $57,000 economists consider to be the minimum living wage. And it takes time to get there, with starting pay under $40,000 a year. KEA President Eddie Campbell says lawmakers will continue to deal with teacher shortages if something doesn't change, but leaders in the General Assembly say that education funding is the highest it's ever been.
We've been able to make major, and I mean major, investments in education. You know, we did it last budget session. When we did it for education, it was record funding. And this year, we were able to do it again.
When you adjust for inflation, we're actually about 5% behind, so we're not keeping up with we're not keeping up with other professions in terms of pay. We're not keeping up with inflation.
Now, despite this report, some districts are also considering raises, too. So let's talk about it a bit. We got some increases to seek. Senator West will start this conversation with you. 3% the first year, 6% in the next. And you're also seeing a couple of counties start to institute some of these pay raises. 4% in Franklin County, Bath County, 5%. But according to this report by the NAA, Kentucky has also dropped in this area. We're in the 40s.
Sure. So to make sure we have the correct numbers, if you're talking about adjusted for inflation, one key thing you need to do is make sure that the pension figure is in the figure and counted in. In some of those rankings, the pension item is not. If you include pensions, I believe Kentucky's in the top 10 in teacher pay when adjusted for inflation. But putting that aside, we feel that we've made really significant investments in K-12. If you go back to last budget, our general fund budget is around $15 billion. Last budget, we increased just K through 12, $500 million. And now going at this past session that we just came out of, we did that once again. We increased SEEK just from $4,200 to about $4,500. You may think, oh, that's only $300, but you got to remember each $100 increment is $80 million. So just SEEK, we increased that $240 million. Plus we did some increases to, it's called Tier 1, which means more money for rural schools, probably $60 million. So we pushed a lot of money down from Frankfort into your local systems. And we had an agreement with our Superintendent's Association. Listen, we want to see some teacher pay increases. And as you can see, those are just starting to roll out.
Do you think it's enough to keep the state competitive and help attract more teachers? Is you know, those in that area alarm us about a potential shortage?
That's the hope. That's the hope. And as we talked about in the last segment, there is a huge difference between your urban and rural schools. So Fayette County they're already ahead. You know, they've been able to give some increases early on, especially for entry-level teachers. But where you see a little bit of a lag is in the rural areas. And so that's why we attempted to work on the Tier 1.
Senator Thomas, to you now, can raises be mandatory? That was an issue of contention in the session. The raises that we're potentially seeing start coming out of these districts, the 4% in Franklin, Bath County, 5%. We've even seen 8% proposed in Scott County. Is that enough to help make an impact versus the 11% you saw proposed by the governor?
Well, Bodie, to answer your question, yes. Teacher raises are in the statute. And up until about 5 years ago, we were giving teachers raises as a legislature. I remember when I first came to the legislature in 2014 under Governor Beshear 1. You know, we as a state gave teachers a 5% pay raise while Governor Beshear 1 was in office. So it can be done. As you know, current Governor Beshear requested an 11% pay raise. That's been rejected. And the idea, Bodie, is that these are professionals. They, as you said in your opening, they do a yeoman's job, a great job for society, but we don't treat them like professionals. Having them in high 30s or 40s is just not acceptable. We want to make sure all teachers across the board, not just in Fayette County, you know, have decent wages so that they can operate. And we can't complain about teacher shortages if we're not paying them.
Does that mean that we have to starting to rethink about SEEK? Just a couple more seconds on this, John.
Well, I have to say this, and I'll be quick. You said the SEEK formula had increased 6% and 4%. I think when you look at what happened...
3 and 6.
Well, the first year we're giving a 4% increase in SEEK. And the second year we're giving a 2% increase in SEEK. So we're not really increasing SEEK that much.
All right. Still a lot of contention on this particular issue, but we got to unfortunately move on. Still